Oh man, everything's a struggle. KP Heathen from Louisiana, welcome to Coffee Talk number 76. How are you doing this evening? And Cold War Prepper, welcome Lee, thank you for coming in. Well, we should be getting some bad weather in the next few days. The Bud Files, thank you for coming in. Well, I hope everybody went out and voted today. After work, I went and I voted. There were a bunch of amendments. One of them that I'm interested in is the homestead exemption being raised from 40,000 to 100,000 for retired people, over the age of 65. And then the other one I'm interested in is voting to do an increase to the retirement pay for educators. They haven't had a raise in retirement pay in cost of living adjustment in years, and something would benefit them. Cake House VPZ, thank you for coming in. I tell you, within the last week, two of my videos ended and I didn't get a snapshot. And it snapshot never came up. So I have to try to piece together what happened. Die Bullfrog 79, Uncle Al, thank you for coming in. Yeah, one of the things, Lee, that would be a positive vote for, yes, I voted, I forget, I think there's like 12 different amendments or that you're voting on. I voted yes on 10 of them. One thing I didn't vote for was to increase the mandatory retirement age for judges. I didn't vote on that one. Um, I don't know. Whatever the retirement age for judges is right now is probably sufficient. So I didn't vote positive on that one. I voted no on that one, but it'll probably pass. And the other one I voted no for, something about colleges. Um, Giving them more money, which they got too much money already. They're already charging an arm and a leg. Yeah, that Galveston thing. I went ahead, went ahead and said okay. You know, uh, on a dinner break. That's good, Uncle Al. No to more money for colleges as well. Yep. Yeah. All these woke universities, and believe me, they are woke in all their BS. Um, they would have me become prejudiced against white people. They would want you to be prejudiced against white people. Those white people are horrible, aren't they? Uh, Feel free to drop your link. 7 in the house, 4 likes. If you haven't left me a like, please leave me a like. It will help my channel. If you have a upcoming premiere or a live stream, feel free to mention it or drop your link. I'm not too happy about the U.S. right now, Lee. Smart Girl NYC, thanks for coming in. Idaho Garden Girl, thank you for coming in. Oh, okay. Yeah. Um, yeah, the literacy rate is not good, and it's falling. The pandemic and all the shutdown that they did for a couple of years, where you had kids not going to school, that hurt most of the kids. 75% of the kids really hurt them, and they haven't recovered. The other thing it hurt is it really hurt discipline. It hurt attitudes. It hurt respect for elders. Hillbilly Josh, thanks for coming in. 9 in the house. Everybody is greeting everybody else. I had my post-observation conference today. Went really well. I got a good observation, good rating from my boss. They in the last 7 or 8 years, they have changed the evaluation system, the instrument they use, how they evaluate teachers. I haven't been trained on the new system. I was a PDAS trained. You know, I was an appraiser under PDAS, and now they've got this new system that's similar to PDAS, but they changed it up. And I don't know. Excuse my yawn. I don't know. Little Lone Prepper, thank you for coming in. Had my daughter order another case of rations for me. A case of APAC. I previously, a few months ago, did a unboxing of a case of APACs, and I gave every one of them away. I'd put like 3 of them in a goodie box and give them away, and for several goodie boxes with the other stuff that I give out. I didn't even keep one of them. So I ordered another case. 12 meals, 6 different menus, 2 each. And I should be getting it in less than a week. Paid $50 for the case, and I'll probably do another unboxing on it. And but I will sample some of the meals. I haven't been, excuse me, I haven't been putting out the content I was putting out before. The volume of the content I haven't been viewing and supporting my channel at all near the way I was previously. I'm not able to answer all of my comments that are made. I'm late on answering comments that are made. Work comes first, and you know, if I sleep 6 hours a night, that's good. When you get older, you don't need as much sleep, but you need more rest. And I'm averaging 5-6 hours of sleep a night. I am I am helping friends with replays, live streams, and I'll do a playlist, and then I'll go back and leave likes and comments after the playlist is run. So I am helping people get their watch hours. And right now my goal is to get my watch hours. I need about 850 watch hours. SD Mountain Man, thank you for coming in. Um, all I can tell you is if anything serious happens, 90% of the population screwed. It's probably only 10% of the population that are trying to do preparedness, if that much. And the prediction is inside of several months of a serious SHTF over the nation, 90% of the population will be gone. 90% plus will be gone inside of a few months. Got to bury my dog. I'm reading got to bury my dog. That's horrible. Well, I guess old age. We lost our brown lab a couple of years ago. We'd had him since he was born. We owned his parents. A pair of black labs. And a black lab can have any colored labs. We kept a yellow lab and we kept a brown lab from the litter. I would dig a hole about 4 foot deep. If it's a big dog, I'd dig a hole about 4 foot deep, wrap it in a blanket, and pour some lye or something over the top of it and bury it. That way, nothing will dig it out, and the lye will cut down the smell from coming up. Help the decomposition. But a dog is a beloved member of the family, and you got to get rid of it pretty quick before it starts decomposing on you, and be very nasty. Lime, yeah, lime. I'm sorry. Did I say that? I didn't say lime. I'm sorry. Well, I might have said lie. I'm sorry. Lime. Damn. Old and losing my mind. I mispronounce everything. Um, Dogs don't live. They say that every year we live, it's like 7 years to a dog. So dogs, depending on how their life runs, 8, 10, 12 years, 14 years if you're lucky. Dogs don't. Small dogs will live longer than bigger dogs, I understand. Certain breeds of dogs live longer than others. Yes, Lime. Apologies. So, right now, you need to be looking at your preps, what you have, inventory what you have, make a list of what you need, start buying it, start increasing the numbers of your purchases. I'm taking medication. I need to take some more. Chlorocidin. Smith and Wesson knife. It you can cut cordage with it. Seatbelt. You can break. You've got a. You can use the brake glass. Good. I paid $25 for it a couple of years ago. I don't know what they are now. Bought it at local store. And oh Lord. So we're supposed to have some poor weather over the next few days. I think starting Thursday. It's going to rain for several days straight. You should drink 4 of these a day. 8 glasses. A glass is considered 8 ounces. This is about 17. It's half a liter. You should drink 4 of these a day. to stay hydrated, or so they say. Black Friday will be an opportunity to find some deals. And if you want to buy something fairly expensive, that would probably be the time to do it. You'll get your best deal. And shop around. You know, everybody will be having a Black Friday sale. Comparison, price stuff. Try to compare apples to apples and oranges to oranges, you know. And that way you know if you're getting what sort of deal you're getting. You know, be aware of what the price would be when it's not on sale. And then, see how much you're saving. Smashing Machine. How are you doing, Mike? I was thinking about that little video that you put out, Lee, about the piece of legislation that came out supporting not having or allowing Iran to acquire a nuclear weapon. Israel probably will hit them, with the green light. They did the same. They hit Iraq. I think they hit Syria. Both of those countries had secret nuclear ambitions. They were getting some help, and they wanted to acquire a weapon. And Israel hit both of them years apart. So I'm thinking Israel's going to wind up hitting Iran. And Iran knows, they're aware of what happened with the other countries. So they're trying to make sure they bury their stuff deep, that it's protected, and they think Israel can't get to it. They don't have anything that'll hit deep enough unless they used a nuke, which they won't do. Thank you for like 11. Mike, how are you feeling today? You said you were sick, or you were getting sick? I met with my boss and had my post observation conference. It went just fine. A lot of people have been being out late. They've been being out sick. Sounds like a good meal, Uncle Al. Um, I don't like to miss work. I mean, I'll be at work if I'm breathing. If I can physically get up, I'll be at work. Now, if I've told my boss, if it's my wife or my daughter, something bad with them, I won't be there. But well, thank you. I mean, I was expecting it to be a decent one. And I'll tell everybody, my boss knows, my weakness is technology. I have 2 graduate degrees. Both of them, I got all my formal education before the internet became a thing. Um, when I went to college, my mother brought me an electric Smith Corona professional typewriter, heavy sucker case, had correction tape, and took cartridges, and that probably cost about $1,100 when she got it for me, and that was in like 1980 money. I started college in 1980. So I guess I should mention, for those of everybody should know it, but just in case you don't, um, creative redundancy. Thank you for coming in. Welcome. I will be doing a 1,500 subscriber giveaway at some point. And for those of you who are not aware of the rules, any of my videos that I post will have in the description the rules for a giveaway. Please leave me a like and a supportive comment on my last 5 videos prior to me reaching 1,500. So I have not been putting out any shorts recently. I like the aspect and the ratio of a regular video. I don't care for the little, narrow. So I've put out 5 shorter videos in the last 9-10 days, and they're all a minute 13, 59, 58 seconds. They're short videos, and the last one I did is about 3 days old. It has about 90 views. I'm not getting views the way I was getting before. I haven't been supporting my channel. I haven't been paying back to other people the way I did before. So my views are down. Iced tea is good. I like iced tea. I like lemonade. Nothing like a cold glass of tea or lemonade. YouTube came out with shorts a couple of years back. It's sort of a counter to TikTok. Um, TikTok has a lot more active users. It's a little bit more popular. It's newer. It's the thing. And people are putting more effort. And the other thing is, I don't have time to be working multiple platforms. I've never done TikTok. I don't have an Instagram account. I don't have a Twitter account. I don't have a Facebook account. I didn't have a MySpace account before Facebook. I basically do YouTube. And, I mean, I pay for Netflix, which I hardly ever watch. The wife and the kid do. I've got Hulu. Pay for that. Don't watch that. I do watch Prime. There's a couple series on Prime right now I watch. And I do watch some of the Disney because I'm into Star Wars. And I'm into the I'm into a couple of the series on Disney. Hello, bus stop. Thank you for coming in. 9 in the house. People say I look tired. Well, I am tired. I am tired. And I am slowing down. We should have rain Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Ha ha ha. Yeah, one-way tickets. The governor of Texas sent a busload of illegals to Martha's Vineyard. And all those rich liberals called out the National Guard. Oh, yeah, they just don't want it in their backyard. Second Star Survival. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. I would like, it'll never happen, but I would like to be in charge of border security, internal security. I'd like to have carte blanche. I would solve all of our problems. Of course, they would think the Antichrist had shown up, but I'd take care of the problems. We wouldn't have an overcrowding prison population. I'd take care of the problem. You know, there's supposed to be over 1 million people incarcerated across the United States. 1 million people incarcerated. Most of the prisons are overcrowded. "12 in the house, 12 likes." Oh, sure. The Dems are running unopposed. The Republicans are leaving. They're taking the money with them, too. There's a flight out of the blue cities. There's an exodus. 13 in the House. Mike Crusher Reviews. Thank you for coming in, Mike. So I'm in the process of redoing my inventory, updating. I'm trying to focus more on buying freeze dried foods, freeze dried components, making sure I have all of the support stuff. Yes, I voted. There was a man in front of me, an older guy, who was complaining about not understanding what he was voting for, the wording and such. And I was looking around at the people. Most of the people that were voting when I went and voted after work were older people, my age, older than me, maybe a little bit less, most of them. And if you're from my generation, massive changes have taken place since I was born. You know, there have been massive. Look at the technology that has been developed, that continues to be refined. Well, it better be a hearty man dinner with the double serving. I'm sorry. that is a little that is a little tacky. Frozen dinners for Thanksgiving. Ugly church meeting. Okay. I've been there. I used to be on a church board. Um, the older folks are usually reasonable, and then you got to deal with the kids, you know, explaining why they can't have just free reign. The old folks pay the bills. The kids, and you know, the young people can destroy a church. They can destroy themselves. They run the money off. They can't pay the bills. The church can't stay open because they're not contributing the money that the old people contribute. You know, doing a church meal is sort of like doing a potluck. The big thing is the main course. So getting the turkeys, the dressing, you know, getting those, and then the sides, you know, the desserts, all the extras. That's not that big a deal. It's getting the turkeys. Oh God, bus stop, stop. Player. We used to say player. Bus stop's a player. uh, Take care, Uncle Al. I'll say a prayer for you. Go back to your hectic meeting. I mean, I've been where he's at years ago. I was a lot more active in things. I used to be a part of my parade association down in Corpus. We put on a huge parade, two of them, night parade for the kids, and the Saturday parade for the kids, and then the night parade for the high schools. And I used to be on my church board, and we'd have weekly meetings. You know, I was active in Gideon's International. The Gideons placed Bibles in hotels and motels, and the Gideon Bible, hospitals, medical facilities, they give them out, pocket testaments. And I was involved with that for about 10 years. I got burned out. Got burned out. I let my membership drop this year. I was paying to keep my membership active. Most everybody that I worked with in the ministry were gone. They were all a lot older than me. My mentor passed away a couple of years ago. He was right at 90 years old. He had 30 years on me, you know. Good people, but good people pass, you know. Pets pass. 10 in the house, 14 likes. I don't want to depress everybody. Feel free to drop your links. Feel free to leave a comment. You got a premiere coming up. When you live stream, let everybody know. It's important that you use your constitutional right to vote. You know, earlier on, women have had the right to vote since 1921. That's 100 years, 102 years. But they didn't get to vote before then. Used to be, in order to vote, you'd pay a poll tax to vote. You had to prove your literacy to vote. You had to be a property owner to vote. You know, so not everybody voted. I mean, when they got together and they voted to leave Great Britain, the UK, become independent, I would think there were probably a few thousand people that voted on that. And the population of the colonies at the time was a little over 3 million. And probably a few thousand people voted for that. The ones that were the more affluent people, the ones that were allowed to vote. Lee puts out some good information, his live streams. He'll target he'll target subjects, topics. He'll bring people in as guests. He does a very good job, better than I do. I don't have the time to devote to it. I was doing a lot better job prior to going back to work a couple of months ago. But I make a lot more money working now, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, than I would have even if I'd got monetized at that time. If you look at the amount of hours, you're not going to be getting that big a check. Susanna Morrison. I ran one of your live streams, Susanna. I run a whole live stream, and I think I mentioned it. I run Nita's live stream, Living My Best Life, Idaho Garden Girl, Alaka Vog. I think I did a Gray Man Prepping recently. I've been trying to run live streams for people. Need to run one of Lee's live streams called War Prepper. And you know, when I run a live stream, it's a full rerun. I'll leave a like, I'll leave a comment, and I'll tell you it's a full rerun. I normally do that on my backup channel. My second channel is my backup channel. And I use it to give watch time to friends. I'm getting old. Everybody's getting older, you know. Don't say that. Don't tell them you're old. They can look at me and tell I'm old. I'm not as old as they think, you know. You 80? You 100? No, I'm 60. I'm 60. No, I'm 61. You know. 6 months from now, I'll be 62. You know. Sometimes they call me Pops. Pops. Now to me, that's disrespectful. I tell you what, Lee. You're a nice looking man, but you need to trim some of this down here. It's getting too long. You're starting to look Duck Dynasty. Like they say, they were telling me I was looking like Gandalf. I said, Gandalf has hair, you know. You want to say Santa? They say, well, you do look like Santa. You know, all I used to do Santa. I would do Santa for the kids. But I don't think I'm bad looking for my age, you know. I don't have like a deformed head that's all, you know. If I had one wish that I could change, I want hair. I want my hair back. I wouldn't care if it was white, if I just had bloody well had hair, you know. Yes, old age is a privilege. Depends on how you live to get there. You know, a lot of these people who are very affluent, they become very affluent. They strike it big, you know, as a, you know, on television or in sports. And they make a ton of money. They live hard. They party hard. They abuse themselves. and they're lucky if they make it to 60. A lot of them in their 40s. Hell, some of them in their 30s. They kill themselves, with all the shit that they do. The drugs, the alcohol, you know, smoking. I've been, ha ha ha, glad to be here. Ha ha ha. But, they say with old age comes wisdom. Well, hopefully it does. Hopefully it does. I pray for wisdom. Every day I pray for wisdom. I thank God for the day. Say my morning prayer, I thank God for the day. I ask that the Lord bless my family. I ask for wisdom and protection from evildoers. I ask for my health. I ask for peace and for protection of the Lord's people. And when I say the Lord's people, I'm not just saying, well, he's talking about the Jews. Well, we're the Lord's people too. Anybody who accepts the Lord is his people. Salvation is not just limited to the Jews. As a matter of fact, I think based on the scriptures, there will be a lot of Jews that will not receive salvation because they don't accept the Lord. It is important. It is plain old Chuck. Thanks for coming in. Chuck has got a good channel. I watch some of his stuff. He does. He'll do a fired up or a cast iron, and he's a good guy. Does good videos. I just wish I had more time. And I missed somebody coming in. Who else did I miss coming in? Brain Splatter Gaming. Thank you for coming in. Brain Splatter Gaming. If you have not left me a like, please leave me a like. 11 in the house. 15 likes. I will pray for those I know that need my prayer. I will ask for blessings for people. Nita, I was talking about you. Nita has a wonderful channel. If you are not connected to Nita, I encourage you to reach out and connect. She will connect back. Nita recently got monetized. And I have watched some of her live streams, and I think she's watched some of mine, doing replays. Nita, I will hit you up. I will do another replay of a live stream tonight on my backup channel. I will do a play tonight. And Lee, I will play a rerun on one of yours, trying to help you with watch time. I support those who support me. And I encourage you to, support your family. It's important that you demonstrate your upbringing. Be quick to say please and thank you and excuse me. Hold the door for folks when you go to open the door. Be a gentleman. Hold the door. Hold the door for an older person. Make them feel good. Thank first responders, the military, veterans, the police. They're your friends. They risk their lives, and they're not doing it to get rich. And treat people the way you want to be treated. Respect your elders. One day, you'll be an elder. Pay back. And down the road, they'll pay back to you. Tell your spouse, your children, your grandparents, those that you love, tell them you love them. You never know when it'll be the last day you'll see them. Yes, lead by example. CR, lead by example. Honor your parents. And they may be gone, but you can honor them by demonstrating your upbringing, your home training. So many people these days don't have home training. They don't know how to behave. The kids I teach, they're in that boat. I teach a behavioral unit. I teach the kids that nobody else wants, trying to house train them. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And when you go into somebody's video or live stream or whatever, first thing you do, leave them a like and leave a supportive comment. That way they know that you were there supporting them. You reach out to a new channel, tell them you're a new friend or tell them you're a new subscriber. Tell them what like number you are. Say something nice about their video. Watch 5 or 6 minutes of a video and then watch a second video and do the same thing. Wait for them to pay you back. And hopefully the connection will stick and you both grow. That's how you grow your channel. So I've been keeping track of who's been coming in. And over the course of my live stream, I'm right at about an hour right now. Over the course of my live stream, I have had 19 channels come through that identified themselves. And I have 16 likes right now. Behave bus stop. He says the same stuff every video. I got a 2-hour bus ride, to get back to my dilapidated hotel. And it smells bad on the bus. So it will be interesting to see what happens over in the Middle East. It's interesting to see what's happening in Europe. Everybody's getting closer and gearing up to war. I worry. I worry about tomorrow. I stress out over what could happen. You know, anybody in their right mind wants peace. Good night, little lone prepper. Thank you for coming. I will plan on being back tomorrow for another edition of Coffee Talk. 11 in the house, 17, 18 likes. Thank you, Nita. I will run one of your live streams this evening. Thank you, Chuck. So remember, the Boy Scout motto is to be prepared. Be prepared. Always be prepared. Life is good, but life is what you make it. It is what it is. And everybody, have a blessed day. And I will see y'all tomorrow for another edition of Coffee Talk.